K, are you ready? Why you diva, let them know that you're ready.
It's Thursday night, they at it again. You got it locked into the ladies then. It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods. See what's poppin' in the city, hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break, they may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love cause it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hating, enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion, they love what they're doing. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's happening? Everybody out there, welcome to the Ladies Den.
I'm gonna be on the screen the whole time.
What happened?
Am I gonna be talking to the screen, your avatar, the whole time?
Okay, here I am.
Oh, okay.
Here I am.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you just have to have your avatar on, fine. But you look fine.
Okay, that's fine. Hey everybody, welcome to the Den. And right now it's just me and that girl Kiki. Not sure where Bayou Diva is, but I'm sure she'll join us shortly. As you know, at the beginning of every show, we talk about what we're drinking. I'll go first. Since I am recovering from a surgical procedure on Sunday, and I'm on an all liquid diet, I am drinking tea in here. Shout out to TLA. And then I have some lemonade in here. Shouts out to, I didn't tell you Brenda came by. Shouts out to my big sis, Brenda Dubone, my twin. She came by, brought a little care package, which included some more broth. And she brought me some egg drop soup, which was really, really good. And I looked it up and it is safe to eat with no gallbladder. So
Okay.
Brenda, thank you, big sis.
Kudos to big sis.
Yes. But
Hey, Tasha.
but that's what I'm sipping on. What are you sipping on? Hey, Natasha.
I am not sipping anything right now.
Not even any water.
No, I may get some in a minute. I don't feel like sipping at the moment.
I feel you. I
mean, you have to sip.
Yeah. Just I gotta stay hydrated.
Yes, please, and thank you.
Sure.
How was your day? How was you feeling?
You know what?
How was your day?
It was good. It was good. I had a little extra energy, so I decided to sit in the living room today instead of chilling back there in the cut in my room.
It makes a difference, don't it? When you sometimes it's just the small things that changes up the atmosphere and makes you feel better, especially when you've gone through a procedure or you've been in a hospital, or it's like your mind is telling you one thing and your body is telling you something else, but you're like, okay, if I just get up and just shift.
My mind is telling never mind.
She's back. Like she never left.
I can't laugh like I want to.
Oh well, yeah, please don't.
And I'm moving slow. I got my pillows stacked so I can sit right.
So what you should have did was drew a smiley face on a piece of paper, and if you want to laugh real hard, just
hold it up. Look, I got a pen and paper now. Don't play. I will. Sure will. Hold on. Yeah. Look, give me just a second. Hey, Lenitra.
Yeah, look, just do different ones, and then we'll know how you feel it. Put an emoji.
Can you see it there?
Okay, are you licking your tongue out?
That's one. Oh, anyway, so I guess this week we're gonna be winging it again. Good to see you.
I like the wings. I like the wings.
This is one that I thought was rather interesting.
The weather is, if anybody is out there in the elements, please be careful.
Oh my God, yes.
The rain has started.
The rain, the thunder, the lightning, it sounds crazy over here right now.
In the Ville.
Extra crazy, right? We in the Ville. You know what? Have you been over the Trilla? Did you say yes or no? Did I ever ask you that?
Yes, I have.
I still had not been there, and when Tina was bringing me home from the hospital, we passed right by. She said, "Oh, there you go, right there." I was like,
"Yeah,
never been."
It's pretty. It's nice over there. It's really, really nice over there.
That's what. Soon as I start telling people that this is the area I was moving to, immediately I got, "Have you gone to Trilla's? You know about Trilla's?" Like,
and it's really up the street, round the corner, in a block or two.
Yeah, was like, I don't know what that is. What is it? What that is?
What that is?
What that is? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I think I shared it on my page as well.
Why
so
you
this?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You say you found whatever you were looking for?
I'm looking for it now.
Okay. So while you're looking for that, I you know how we always say we need to check on our people.
Yeah.
Check on our folks. And it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
Just all of that. I put out a post a little earlier, and I was like doing a mental health check, you know, tap in, and I'll start. Well, the responses that I received or the comments that were made was like, you know, this is something that we really need to start doing, because we're associated with so many people.
We are.
And, you can't grab everybody.
I'll be right back. Okay. I'm listening.
Can't grab everybody. So if we're social media, some people use it for good, some people use it for bad. Well, today, when I put the mental health check out there for people to tap in, the messages, the overwhelming responses lets me further know that we need to continue to check on our people, love on our people, because we just don't know what we're going through, as individuals, collectively, our mental state is very, very important. So shouts out to all of those who chimed in with your and being transparent. That's what it's all about as well, being transparent. And I just, just going down, the post and reading the comments, I was like, wow. So sometimes you have people that are going through things and they just need an outlet, or they just need somebody to make the first move. And I felt that today in that post. So anybody that commented on the post, or if you're on and you're tuning in and you're listening to the ladies, then just know it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have a bad day. We just can't stay in that place, in that position. And it takes someone to know or to notice to say, hey, she's not looking good, or hey, she's not sounding good, or just to put it out there like I did, to say, hey, mental health. That's not saying, it's not bad when you're doing a mental health check, because everybody needs their mental checked on. And I know that, would you say, Tasha, that's amazing? Yes, sometimes you just have to let it out. Yeah, absolutely. And I would love to, just for us to get together. I know my daughter does it sometimes. She's back home in Mobile, but she does, certain settings, with the women. And I think it's just real. I think it's a beautiful thing. And I really think that we should get together. And I spearhead it. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I love seeing your faces and loving on you. So I don't have a problem with it. But I think we just need to set aside once a month for us to come together and do a limit piece. Or we can call it something else. But just to be listening ears, we don't know what the next person is going through. I'm pretty good, and I can, toot my horn, because I'm pretty good at reaching out, just sporadically, just to check in, on people, on my folks, and just say, hey, I don't want anything. I'm just checking in, or I'll say, hey, love you, mean it. That's it. That's all. And I'll be done with it. So I really think that we should get together. If anybody else wants to be a part of this, if you're listening, I say let's run it. We can start it in next month. We can start in August. But we just need to start it. I believe in being my sister's keeper. And I want to do that for those of us. We can do it now. You can chime in, if you guys got something going on, if you need a listening ear, if you just want to vent, you're in the ladies' den. And there is this is a judge-free zone. So whatever you say, of course, is, it's social media, so it's out. But I think we should. Tasha, you in? Thanks, baby. Yeah. And they say, where there's two or more gathered, God will be in the midst of it. So whether it's 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, it doesn't matter, to start off. But I think we should, get together. We can form a committee and just let's work on our mental, for the sake of ourselves as well as our loved ones, because if we're not okay, then the surroundings will not be okay. So I think that we really should do that. And I have also have a habit of, you have to be obedient to the spirit. I'm just talking what I know. We really have to be obedient to the spirit. And prime example, a couple of days ago, I had it was a young lady that was on my heart. And normally if somebody's on my heart and it weighs heavy, I try to reach out. And she surfaced. And we were, of course, busy with our, over the past weekend, we had our epic fashion show, TLA, which was absolutely amazing. And we'll probably talk about that later. But she was on my heart. And of course, I got busy, sidetracked, and then reached out to her. The next day came about, and I was like, okay, I need to stop and I need to reach out. Didn't do it again because, like I say, I've been literally physically, mentally exhausted. So I've been kind of shut down since Sunday. I go to work and I come home and I shut down. But she walked into the office on yesterday. And when I saw her face, I was like, Lord, I thank you. Because although I hadn't had a chance to reach out to her, he knew what I was trying to do. He knew what I wanted to do. So he sent her to me. And I just thought that was just great. And I told her, I spoke to her about it, and I told her, I was like, listen, I say, you have been weighing heavy on my heart, And I was actually in the process of calling you over the last couple of days. Didn't happen, but you showed up. And she was like, well, you need to be obedient. Just be obedient. And normally I am. We get sidetracked and, and get distracted with things and with life. And then if something happens, we're carrying that burden or that guilt of, oh man, I wish I would have, or I should have, shoulda, coulda. So let's just start just taking a time out, if it's not but a moment, to just sit and just reflect. And if it's somebody that, God places on your heart, right then and there, reach out. If you don't get a response, it's not on you, because you did what you were supposed to do. You were obedient in following the Spirit. And I'm going to continue to do that. But, just like I said, slowing the pace and making sure that, I'm obedient to the word. But how was everybody's week so far? We're here at Thursday already. And we can call this a Thankful Thursday. So if anybody wants to chime in again and tell us, the ladies there, what you're thankful for right now. Well, I can start with my girl, my hitter over there next door. Really, really next door. She's really next door, y'all. in the other room, not the upper room, but she's in the other room. And just, speak to the people and let them know what you're thankful for.
I'm thankful to have this pain gone. Tell you that. That was I shouldn't say the weirdest, because I've experienced it before, because I officially got diagnosed in California. But it's a very annoying pain. And even though my original thing was I did not want to have my gallbladder removed, I wanted to leave this earth with all of my organs, but didn't happen. It is what it is. And I'm just glad everything went well and there were no complications.
Yeah.
So I'm just thankful for that, and that this doesn't include anything extra crazy as far as the healing process. It's rather simple. I just gotta sit still and just chill out and just let my body heal, and that's all. So I'm thankful about that for sure.
Yes, ma'am. You too. The look in your face on Sunday. I mean, yeah. Anywho, glad to see you.
Oh, and I should say I'm thankful for my next room neighbor, because I had to give everything to her at the last minute Sunday morning. And then by the time I opened my eyes from surgery, she was right there in the room. I don't know when she appeared. She told me the whole story, but all I remember is I opened my eyes and I was just thinking, oh, that's Kiki. Okay. I'm in the room and she's over there on the couch. All right. And then I think I gave you my phone or something. I don't know. You have my phone. And I had you call all my people. So.
Oh yeah. I said, we're making phone calls. I'm making phone calls right now. So, and we have our phones locked for security reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But we really need to let people know. We have our phones, everything be on like Fort Knox locked down. And then, now granted, she was in and out, but she was in enough to do what she needed to do to get me in the phone before she was out again. And that's exactly how I was like, hey, yo, I can't get in. She say, okay. and when I call, and like I said, I've been around Nisa long enough. I've been around her family. So I know, because her family is pretty much, just like mine. That's another one of the things that drew us, I think, close to each other, because we have, big families, and we have close-knit families.
Yeah.
So I already knew that when I saw her laying up there, and the first thing came out of her mouth was she was like, I need to let my sisters and my mama know. I said, okay. I said, so I'll be the one to bear the news and make the phone calls. So, and they were lined up. We had to line them up in order to have those conversations, because we already knew who was going to be the most emotional, who was going to be the most already. Yeah. So it was like, okay, who we going to call? No, we're not calling the baby girl first. We're going to call the other sister first. And then
the other sister is the baby girl.
Oh, Kia is the baby.
Kia is the baby.
Well, Kia is the baby, but the older sister is the one. I've been around them, so I know. So the way that happened, and then Mama was, of course, last, and that's because everybody said that
she ain't gonna answer her phone.
So,
and did she? No,
did not answer the phone. So they did not lie on her. Each one of the sisters, all three of them, said the exact same thing. Ain't no need to call her mom. She not gonna answer the phone. She thought she not gonna answer the phone. So I was like, okay. She see the number, no answer. She did finally call back, but like I said, it's just God places people in your lives for reasons, seasons, and lifetimes, and we just have to differentiate between, those seasons, those times, because when we think it is supposed to be lifetime friendship, it wind up being seasonal. Those are the most painful ones, I believe. Those are the ones, because you're, like I said, you're thinking that these are long, and they may last long. 10, 15, even 20 years.
Yeah.
And something happens to where, you all are no longer communicating. And that's the most painful thing, because why is it that we can't get through this? If we've been doing this thing for all these years. But
right.
To chalk it up to, it was still seasonal. I don't care how long the season lasted, it was still seasonal. So I'm just grateful. I'm thankful that we were placed in one another's lives, for one. And I'm glad that I was able to be here.
Yeah.
And she was not by herself. And I made sure that once I left, I made sure that she was good before I even came home. So just granted, I was almost away from the house for almost 14, 15 hours. I'm not complaining at all, because I know, had the shoe been on the other foot, which it has been, she would have been right there as she was. She's not right there. I'm not complaining at all, because I know, had the shoe been on the other foot, which it has been, she would have been right there as she was. Wait. Wait. All right, wait. Did you find what you was looking for?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So we just wanted to share that, like I said, I wanted to speak on the lemon squeeze. And again, I will be setting that up real soon. I'm not going to say what the other part, because, people be listening. And then when you put things out there, people have a tendency to say, oh, that was me. Oh, I came up with that. Or I was. So
why is the ice cream truck
ice cream man? But yeah, so
pass them by.
I would love to do that. Like I said, get together and just start that. Maybe, like I said, not next month, in August. So, and Nitra and Tasha already said that they're in. Love you, girls.
Oh, cool.
Very, very much.
Did you read any of the mental health check-in responses you got?
I did. I was gonna do that. So yeah. So I will do that.
Oh, you want to share it? You know how to share the screen?
I don't.
Do present or invite?
On what? On my Facebook?
For StreamYard.
What do I need to do?
On your StreamYard dashboard, there's a button that says present or invite. Make sure you pull your Facebook up. Make sure that's up and ready to whatever you're going to share.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. So I need to be on that post is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or close to it, wherever. And then for StreamYard, click present or invite. And then it's going to
present I see it at the bottom.
Yeah, you can do present at the bottom. Yep.
Okay, so present.
And it's going to give you a separate box that'll pop up and it'll show everything that you may have up. And it should have your Facebook name there somewhere, and you just click on it.
Nope.
You got your Facebook up? No, it's got to be on your computer.
Oh, I don't even think Facebook is on here.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think my Facebook is on here. But so I can just read. I'm not gonna drop names, but I'm gonna just
okay,
read.
Well.
Yeah, I'm gonna just read a few of them, the comments. Okay. I had a big sigh from one of my sisters with a big old ugly meme, like, and then I had I'm well. I had someone waving hi, but then I get to it's a good and bad days, but I'm holding on to God's promises. Then I've had some good days, I've had some bad days, but I refuse to complain. God still has been good to me.
I've had some.
Right, that's the first thing I thought about. But then I had one of my sisters to say, today is one of those days with, tears. So I can imagine, because that sister has had a lot, several back-to-back deaths in her family. And those days will come.
Yeah.
Right there with you, sister, drained, mentally exhausted, numb. And my anxiety is on high, trying to figure out how to make ends meet. It seems tough at times. My insomnia is in overdrive, but I have to keep pushing.
Keep on pushing.
That's my girl. She's back, y'all. Another one of my cousins, she said, not a good one, but God.
Hey.
Today is a day, but God.
Hey.
The enemy is trying to derail me, but I'm back on track.
Hey.
Some days are better than others. I have to remind myself to do something that will make me happy. Thank you for putting this post out here. Oh, Jesus. How many actually? Some days are better than others. I have to remind myself to do something that will make me happy. Thank you for putting this post out here because I don't think enough people talk about it. Love you. Weight is a little heavy right now. Weight is heavy right now. Transmission went out of my car, and I just wish my dad was here to give me advice.
Oh, wow.
Woo, Jesus. Woke up on the right side of the dirt this morning, so feeling blessed. I just take one day at a time and keep God first, and with his guidance and strength, I move on. I know he won't let me down, and he makes no mistakes. He will give me through the pains and strains and lead me to the righteousness. God has me, and so do you, my love.
Hey.
Like I said, Y'all, we just
Let him use you. Let him use you. For sure, for sure.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize for emotions, child. This is it. We have to keep track of each other. We have to keep hold of each other, even if it's just virtual.
But that's why I felt the need to put that post out there. All of these people putting these, and they was transparent about everything.
Right.
I mean, and everybody said, God is in control. Keep God first. God. So, but God. So we all know that everybody has faith. Everybody that's on this post, everybody that was on my post, everybody that is chiming in. Now we know that y'all have a belief.
Right.
But for you all to be that transparent, in me just putting it out there to do a mental health check, y'all talk about y'all personal thing. Y'all didn't have to do that.
Right.
Y'all could have said, we cool, we good, everything is okay. But who are you lying to, or who are you selling that to? Because you didn't have to sell that to me.
Right.
But the fact that you all were transparent enough to say what was going on. I pray that post and you all just putting it out there would make y'all feel a little bit better about what's going on. And just know that I love each and every one of y'all. I love each and every one of y'all. And I will be in constant prayer for each and every one of y'all. Whatever y'all got going through, just know this too shall pass. It's only temporary.
Yeah.
But we need to have that faith. We have to believe. As long as we believe, then I think we'll be okay.
Yep.
It's okay not to be okay. Y'all, well, Nisa, she always say that I'm a bucket of tears anyway. And I promise y'all I was definitely not expecting not to be, wasn't expecting to be emotional or that emotional, but I had just read, that was my first time reading some of those comments.
Okay.
From that post.
Okay.
But it's just knowing, for people just to know that, hey, somebody is out there thinking about me. Somebody is out there thinking about my welfare. Somebody actually really and truly care. And I really and truly care. I'm genuine. I don't care if you don't have nobody else. You got love for me. I'm loyal. If I love you, I love you. If I don't F with you, I don't. Period. That don't say I don't love you. I just don't F with you. But I love each and every one of y'all, and I try to make sure I let my people know that I care, that I'm concerned, that I'm looking out for you, that I'm praying for you. So y'all just know I'm gonna have to step away, Nisa.
You got to step away?
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. No worries. I hadn't even checked our Thankful Thursday just yet. Sorry, I was sharing something while Kiki was doing that. But okay, Adrian, I see you. Adrian said, I didn't see the post, but I'm out here struggling today. I'm going to be all right tomorrow, though. And you will, sis. And you will. But this kind of it's a good segue to something else that I was thinking about, us talking about. Hey, cousin Faye. Talking about, I went live, I guess now it was yesterday. It may have been the day before yesterday. But I was talking about the whole process of what happened to me on Sunday and how I ended up at the hospital, right? So while I was talking about that and I was talking about how I woke up in pain, I was taking medicine, and I just, getting ready for the show and this and this and that. And one of my girlfriends was on there and she made the comment, I'm so glad you didn't try to push through. And I had to tell her, actually, I did at first. I was trying to push through. And she said something very similar to what Kiki, and I think somebody in the comments has said, it's okay not to be okay. Because in my mind, I was in the headspace of, get ready for this show. I got to be there for the show. Y'all. Child abduction, Decatur, Georgia. I hope they found him. 2013 Silver Dodge Avenger, license plate SFE 9628.
SFE 9628 got 2013 Silver Dodge Avenger.
The lady has spoken. I'm sure everybody got that same alert at the same time. But I'm in the mindset of I gotta go, I gotta be there. I gotta push through this pain. I gotta be there. I'm taking pain meds. After a while, I figured out the pain meds wasn't working. And so I finally set my butt down and got myself dressed very slowly and called 911 for myself and waited for them people to come get me in the back of that very expensive Uber, aka the ambulance. Hey Lena, her comment was, I'm so glad you didn't try to push through. And I was like, I did try to push through at first, kind of, sort of. And she was like, it's okay to sit down and ask for help. And I was even fussing about, the fact that immediately I mentioned, having a procedure to my job. And they were like, gotta file for disability. And I'm over here with my arms crossed and my lip poked out because I didn't want to file for short-term disability. Because I'm like, I can just sit here and work. I don't know why the people don't want to let me work. And my friend was like, see, you got an option. You got disability and you don't even want to sit down and rest and just see about yourself, ma'am. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You sure right. And she mentioned, this may be a good topic for you to discuss on the show. And I was like, you know what? That might be a good topic to discuss on the show. So is anybody else out there guilty about trying to push through and not wanting to even use your option to sit down? Is that, am I by myself? Is there anybody else out there that is guilty of trying to push through when you need to sit down? Because I know that's where I was Sunday. And so finally I was like, you know what? Because Monday, I was like, okay, I don't want to file for disability. Finally, after doing everything and talking to a few folks, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just sit back. I ain't got to do all this. I don't have to do all this. I'm going to just sit back. And so I'm sitting back. I promise you, I'm sitting back and I am healing. And I was one of the folks that responded to the post. And she said, mental health check-in. And I was like, hey, because literally I was just like, hey, what'd you say, Adrian? Not me. I'm taking every opportunity to do not a damn thing. I know that's right. What's up, Mr. Johnson? So glad you made it through this, sis. God be the blessing. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I feel you, Adrian. Yeah, you know what? It's I don't know because we talked a little bit about living our lives currently, and it's based on trauma, past trauma. And so for me, I feel like me pushing through for me is something that comes from some past life trauma, because honestly, I have been in pain all my life. I was born with my hip out the socket. I have scoliosis. I have always had some sort of hurt in my body. When I don't hurt, I feel weird. Then eventually I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I mean, pain from head to toe. So, and each of those times I had to push through. Like a few times I got a chance to sit down and just rest and not feel guilty about it. Because somebody else was like, yeah, when you sit down and rest, you kind of feel guilty. But I have always had to push through. So, I mean, for me, it's like the first thing in my mind is, well, I got to get up and do it because ain't nobody else going. And then finally it's like, you know what? Somebody else can do this. Sit your ass down somewhere. And so that's what I'm learning at 50. How old am I? 50, 53? At 53, I am finally learning that it's okay to sit down and just chill out. And I don't know if Uncle Mo gonna chime in at any time, but my uncle called me and was like, I know you got a good support system over there. I said, yes, sir. He said, well, I need you to sit your butt down and let the people help you. Don't feel like you got to be up and about. I don't want you stretching no stitches or nothing. I don't need you hurting yourself. You sit down and you relax. I said, yes, sir. I ain't doing nothing. I promise. I ain't doing it. I'm like Adrian. I ain't doing a damn thing. I'm just eating and staying hydrated and drinking broth. That's all I'm doing. I promise you. And eating ice pops. But anyway, Kiki is back. Eyes is dried. Y'all got a chance to see that. See that there. Oh, and then she left. And then she's back. All right.
I'm gone. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I just received some words of encouragement by my loved one. So yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
What'd you say, Adrian? It's a hard lesson, but once you learn it, you stick with it. Amen. It is.
Oh, and what I'm drinking now. I love you too, Adrian. Adrian! I love you too. I had to grab me a refresher, so some Crystal Light. Thanks to my my roomie, Crystal Light Wild Strawberry. It's one of the best. This one is one of the best flavors that I've had.
That's the one that got me hooked on it.
Yeah.
That Wild Strawberry is so good, so refreshing. I can't drink it right now.
No, she can't drink it right now.
But I can drink that liquid IV though, that lemon.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. I will not. I did it earlier, so I apologize for apologizing. Because who are we when we cannot express our emotions?
Exactly.
So people can see the realness, and this is as real as they get, y'all.
Exactly.
This is as
y'all know Kiki can drop at the drop of a hat. That's why she's such a great actress.
I'm not acting though, y'all. I promise this is real.
When we in front of the camera and they need somebody to cry on cue, that one.
If life experiences will allow you to do that. I mean, and just being a great actress, but life experiences, life traumas will allow you to do what you need to do.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I drop a tear every now and then, but you ain't gonna catch me slipping.
So you saying that I'm slipping? So you said I'm slipping?
I'm talking about me. That's in reference to me.
Oh, okay.
You ain't gonna catch me. If I need to cry, I cry. Now, y'all to see you. Y'all to see me cry on live now. I hadn't done it before.
Yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
I start talking about certain things.
Yeah.
Front and center. Anyway, we ain't talking about crying.
Yeah. Okay, so the subject, besides our mental health, So the topic of discussion will be what?
So I found this clip, and I couldn't find like the original one, but this is one of those clips where, you know, people will watch something and then they'll kind of be split screen and they'll discuss it, and while the video's playing or whatever. I wish I could have found the original one, but this one is pretty good. So this is a relationship type clip, this thing right here. And it's in reference to loyalty tests, which it's kind of, let me make sure I get it back to the beginning. Okay. It's rather interesting because of the way everything happens. So the white guy is the guy that's basically discussing it. I think he has his own show, so we'll just go ahead and give him credit so we don't get in trouble. What his name is? Let me see. What your name is, Church? Levi Nix. And the topic on here, the description is woman fails loyalty test and gets humiliated. But he's discussing, I can't even talk, discussing the clip of the young African American man. And it's a very interesting story and setup. And I'm gonna push play now, and y'all can check this out and then give us your thoughts once we get to the end. All right, here we go.
Just some backstory on this. So this guy gets a new high-paying job, and then he puts his girl through a loyalty test. Let's get into it.
So I got a story time for y'all ass. Buckle the fuck up. And yes, I have permission to tell this story. So I'm at work the other day, and one of my friends hit me up, called me 3 times in a row, but I was busy. Soon as I got free, I called him back. It's a dude I went to high school with. I known him for years. I call him back and I say, bro, what's good? You all right? You hit me up 3 times. He said, yeah, bro, I got a little dilemma. I say, cool, bro. What's the issue? Talk to me. He said, bro, you know, I've been going to school for this computer shit for years, and it's finally about to pay off. I just got hired by a company that's about to pay me $300,000 a fucking year. So he's going from making $52,000 a year to damn near $300,000 a year. It's fucking crazy. I said, bro, I'm so fucking proud of you. You deserve it. Let's celebrate. He said, no. Wait. Before we get into all that shit, I need your help with something. I said, okay, my bad. What's up? He said, you know, I've been with my girl for like 4 years now. I said, yeah, absolutely. Y'all been holding it down for a little minute. That's what's up. I said, I know she happy as hell. You about to change y'all lives forever. He said, yeah, that's my point. He said, I kind of want to give her a loyalty test before I let her know that she ain't got to work no more, before I propose, before we start having kids, before I let her know this good news. I have to know for sure she's the fucking one. I said, fool, I completely understand. Do you have anything in mind? He said, no, that's what I need your help with. I ain't got no fucking ideas. I said, okay, cool. I'm going to call you back in an hour. I called him back in an hour and I came up with this. I said, bro, I got it. He said, what? I said, bro, instead of trying to find out if she would be down for you, if came up with all this money, we got to know how she would act if she came up with all this money. He said, how the fuck is we going to do that? I said, get her a fake lottery ticket. He said, that shit sound dumb as hell. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm on my way to Spencer's to get one right now. So he goes to Spencer's, gets a fake lottery ticket to make it seem like you won $500,000 on a scratch off. I said, fuck it, we in it now. Go grab some flowers, go grab some food, go grab a real scratch off and go grab that fake one. Give her the fake one, give her the food and the flowers.
Damn, I mean, this is pretty smart, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty smart. I've never even thought about that. I figured you could just hop in her DMs and try to get her to talk to you, but like the fake lottery ticket, I mean, that's pretty good because you can get those at what, Spencer's and stuff like that. Chad, have you ever done a fake lottery ticket? Let me know right now. I've thought about doing it to a family member, but I'm like, that is just devious work. Doing a fake lottery ticket, that just sounds so mean. But this is a good plan.
And just walk out the room and scratch yours off and see how she react when she see that she won her $500,000. Did just that. Bought her some roses, some sesame chicken with some lo mein, and handed her that fake ticket and did just that and waited for her reaction. Now, I'm thinking he's about to hit me back and say that, oh, she scratched it off. And she was like, oh, babe, we won. Look what we won. We got $500,000. We straight. We got money to go travel and save us. I thought that was going to be what he called me back to tell me and be like, yo, good. Now I told her the good news and now we okay, right? This is genuinely what the fuck I thought. He hit me back and said, yeah, she scratched it off, but she ain't say nothing about it. I said, cool, calm down. Maybe she don't know how to read it. Maybe she confused. Maybe she want to surprise you in a different way. I don't know. I'm trying to be fucking optimistic. He said, I seen her take a picture of it and send it to somebody.
Oh dear. 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 Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Who you sending this to? Why would you need to?
Ask her about it. Ask her, did she win anything? Like, hey, babe, we got $20. We got extra $5. He said he asked her, and she said, no, I don't think we won nothing. I'm gonna just throw it away. He says, okay, whatever. But now I have to find out who she sent this picture to. So within the next couple hours, she finally left her phone alone, and he grabbed it to see who she sent the picture to. And she sent it to her fucking sister to say, is this real? Did I really win this much money? Her sister responded back and said, hell fucking yeah. And his girlfriend responded to her sister and said, oh, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. And he don't even know it. I was like, bro, find a reason to bring up money. Find a reason to bring up money. I said, tell her that they took all your bills out at one time and you need an extra $100 because they took everything out at once and you ain't got it. Just see what she say. Just bring up money and ask her for some money and see what happens. He said that she said she needs the extra money because she's about to go visit her mother in New York. She's about to leave. Well, she thinks she is and never come back.
Jeez, guys, what are you thinking so far?
I mean, that's crazy. That's devious work. I think it's a great idea, though. Chad, if you want to loyalty test your girl, I know we had talked about this, and I actually tried to help out a couple of you guys, and a couple guys reached out. We tried to do a loyalty test on their girls. They didn't reply to me, though, but my Instagrams are riddled with stuff about Cass and I, so it's kind of tough for me, but this is a great tactic. You want to loyalty test your girl, go get a fake scratcher from Journeys or Spencer's. Order one online. I'm sure you can do it on Amazon, and then see how she reacts. This is genius. I think this man is playing chess.
Playing, not knowing that this was a fucking lie. Now he still hasn't reacted to her. It's been 2 days. He still hasn't reacted to this whole situation. He's still making her think that she's about to cash this shit in or whatever because it was over the weekend. I guess you can cash a fucking scratch off. Anyway, he still hasn't reacted. He's still asking me. I say, just let her think she gonna go.
Damn, that's crazy. She's really walking around.
Yeah. Well, it just shows you that she's for the streets.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
She really wasn't in it for him. She was in it for when the going was good, but when the going got better, this is why I say, dude, women wait at the finish line and pick the winners. Women are hypergamous in nature, bro.
Let her go, and by the time she come back, be moved the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this because he still hasn't reacted to the fact that she still thinks it's real. She put it in her suitcase and she's about to go to New York. And I'm guessing she thinks she's gonna cash it when she gets to New York with her sisters or her family and shit. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to keep y'all posted. But
she's probably thinking, girl, we made it. We made it. We're about to go on a nice dinner. She's gonna be cooked.
I think this goes without saying, loyalty test fucking failed.
Yeah, for sure.
Her whole life changed. Whole life. He was about to go in the house and say, baby, you ain't got to work no more. And just that split second. Oh.
We'll get into part 2 in just a moment. But guys, you have to let me know.
That's crazy, bro. Like that is so wild to me that, oh my Lord. I feel so bad for this guy, but it's good. It's a good thing he's knowing. All right, let's get to part 2.
This is part 2 to the loyalty test video. I'm just going to green screen the text messages that me and my boy had about the situation.
We got text messages, guys. Getting good.
Get juicy,
getting good.
Y'all can know the direction of this bullshit. Y'all ready? So this was yesterday. I texted him and said, yo, what's good? You all right? He said she just got on the plane to go back to New York. I dropped her off and everything was good. As soon as she got on the plane, she texted me and gave me this bullshit excuse on why she don't think we need to be together anymore. She said no love lost, but she just thinks that we have been together for so long because we were just used to each other. Just because it was convenient, you know. Now you can focus on getting in the computer tech field you've been trying to for so long, and I know you're going to do it because you're brilliant. I still love you. I just don't see a future with you anymore.
It's not you, it's me.
She changed her tune really quick, huh? That is wild work. As soon as she thought she came up on a bag, she diggity dipped. She's like, I'm out like a light, brother, man. I just think we've grown apart. That whole dude, that is such BS. She really thought she came up on a bag. I love this. Is fantastic, bro. This is great.
She's done all this. She's going to look and feel like a right twat. Let's carry on.
And I responded and said, damn, bro, regardless of how all this shit went down, I know this shit hurt. I know this wasn't the outcome we was looking for, and I'm sorry it went down like this, but at the end of the day, you dodged a fucking bullet. Regardless of what your finances look like before, you was way too good for that girl and you know it. He responds and says, yeah, you're right. I appreciate it, bro. The people stitching your video and your comment section don't think so, though. Laughing. I said, bro, I told you how this was going to go if you let me post it. They only see this as entertainment and content. They only wanted somebody's side to pick. And of course, the women will find a way to take accountability from the girl in the story. LOL. That's why I told you to stay out of the comment section. I'm used to it, but don't let that shit get to you, though. You on your way to being a millionaire by the time you turn 40. Fuck the noise. At the end of the day, you won. He said, you right, fam, real shit. Should I block her and move on already or wait to see her response when she finds out the ticket is not real?
I can't wait.
I want to know. I want to know her response when the ticket's not real. The chat, you should definitely cut and run on this one. But just for some closure, I would stick it through just to see what she said. You know what I mean? Like, why not, bro? Why not? Let the drama ensue. But I will say, dude, you got to be careful with the comment section. Like, at least for me, it took me a while to be numb to the comments. I will say 98% of what you guys say in the comments is overwhelmingly positive. But there's that 2% of haters that just jump in there. Like, I'll post on the communities tab. That like something happened, we had a big milestone, and people be like, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, bro, I just ignore it. What's happening here is that this man wants a way out. The first red flag. What? I love how the women are trying to shame him for this stuff. No, he's doing exactly what he should be doing. He's doing a loyalty test. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking? If there's no need for a loyalty test, he's wasting that lady's time. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Definitely enough time for a loyalty test, and she's failing it so far. She's face planting in this loyalty test. The loyalty test was she stayed with him when he didn't have any money. He just wanted an excuse to leave her for who he thinks he deserves now. What? Dude, this is why I say misery loves company, and women change their environment to fit their mindset. They just want to be around a bunch of yes women that are like, yes, queen, know your worth. Yeah, it's all about you. With that being said, we'll be right back.
Now, that little part I appreciate. I appreciate that shit, especially coming from a Caucasian persuasion. Right. You don't know, so you can't judge all women. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare. So you should have kept that comment to yourself.
Right.
There's a lot of things going on in that. It's a lot.
So, what do you think? Was he right to do the loyalty test? Because they had been together for, I think he said 4 years.
4 years, right?
Was he first? That would be the first one. Was he right for doing the loyalty test?
I mean, I really honestly, I really can't say, because my thing is, y'all were together 4 years already.
Right.
And if there was no disloyalty within those 4 years, what made you question it? Unless you had, unless you were already thinking it, you know what I'm saying? Or unless something happened.
Right.
Okay, it says you went from said he was about to be going from 52 G's to 300. Or he hadn't started making it yet.
Right. But it was coming up. It had just happened. His promotion had just happened, and it was coming up.
So he had gotten a promotion. Okay. So so his bracket changed.
His bracket was
Yeah, so his bracket did change. But again, why would you put money? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard for me, because the thing about it is, unless she showed you dishonesty or disloyalty within those 4 years, what made you think, because you jumped to $300,000? You said because I was going to let her know that she didn't have to no longer work, or she didn't have to do this, that, and the third. Okay, well, even with the 300 G's, maybe she would have still wanted to work. I mean,
she might have, but he was going to let her know that she had that option.
I don't know. I don't know, because first of all, don't test me. We supposed to be, and then like the comment was like, well, the loyalty was her being with him for 4 years without a ring.
Right,
not
right.
necessarily, but it not necessarily. I mean, some people. Now, I'm not going to date you forever. No, right. I'm not going to date you forever. But okay, they had been together. Who know? Nobody knows that background. So the comments are just off of this post. What the guy said. So they can't go off of anything else. So like I said again, we don't know if she was disloyal to him. We don't know what those 4 years consisted of for him to give her that test to begin with anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the flip side, she thought that she wanted, and she was about to get the hell on.
Right.
So I'm at a I don't know. Because like I said, finding out now, he did dodge a bullet.
Right.
Because had he because they did mention that he was, let her know that she didn't have to work no more. He was going to propose to her. All of that was about to come with this promotion. So everybody was about to get promoted. He was going to get promoted. She was going to get promoted. All of that. But don't test me. But evidently he had a reason to feel that way. That's what I'm thinking. He had a reason to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to know if she was really, really loyal, if she was really down for, with him, or if it be for the money. Because I'd have been like all about the Benjamins. Oh shit, we about to come up in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because it's not an I thing. It's a we thing. It depending on where you at in your relationship.
Right.
It's about to be a we thing. It's about to be all about the business, baby. We came up, baby. We came up. I'm speaking French.
Yeah.
I done started speaking French.
Yeah.
But seeming as though, like I said, she failed, an epic fail.
Hey, Heather.
And what's about to happen is, she about to lose her job and go to jail. If she try to cash that fake lottery ticket, she going to jail.
I don't know if she's going to jail, but they would have definitely told her, "Hey, somebody played a prank on you, honey. This is not. Adrian said he knew I heard that if he's not beating on me, it's about to be a week. You know what, Glenda? I can't.
She crazy. Glenda crazy. Adrian said he knew something was up to begin with, or he wouldn't have. That's what I said.
That discernment, that brother had his discernment was doing this. And I am just totally speculating. They were together 4 years. And so I envision that he had his own internal war of, but that's my girl, but we've been together, but I shouldn't do that. Because him coming to his friend, he's like, this is happening, but I need you to do something.
I actually thought, and that was a twist for me, because I actually thought he was finna set the homeboy up.
Yeah.
With the girl, you know what I'm saying? Or try to see if she was going to hit on him or, whatever. Or she was going to fall for the okie doke. That's what I was thinking. But
that's what Levi said too. That's what he thought.
Yeah.
That's the tried and true one.
Hey, Sheila.
That's what folks do at first for loyalty tests. Is they try to see if you're gonna talk to somebody, and then they go, I got you, you're busted. That's my friend, whatever. But
don't test me.
You say, don't test me.
Yeah. But like I said, I stand firm believing that he really knew. He had a feeling, his gut, or that discernment, as you spoke of. He knew that something. He knew he had that feeling.
He did.
He knew, he figured that if them commas changed, that it was going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So what you think?
Okay, well, real quick, for those that are just now coming in,
that's my sister.
I just sent out a blast, which is why some folks are popping in now.
Okay.
While the video was playing, but just to give you a quick recap without playing the video over. There's a guy. Actually, I could just kind of show the I can show a screenshot of the gentleman having the conversation. I'm gonna pause it. So what is this? Hold on, wait a minute. My computer is doing okay. Go away. I don't like this new Copilot thing. It like interrupts you at the wrong time.
Right.
It pops up and says, "Hey, how can I help you?" You can't. Go away. So this is just this is the conversation we're talking about right here. See, look at that. See what I'm talking about?
Right.
Oh, y'all didn't see that. Okay. Or maybe you did. So the white guy on the left is Levi. We're sharing his podcast clip. The young man, black man on the right, is the one telling the story. So like they say, long story short, the young man on the right, his friend was in a relationship for about 4 years with a young lady. His friend reached out to him and said, "Hey, I just got great news. You know, me going to school, getting these degrees is finally paid off. I'm getting this awesome job. I'm going to go from earning about 50 G's a year to about 300 G's a year. Life is about to change. I'm really excited." And so he tells his friend, "Oh, that's great. That's great for you and your girl. Y'all about to do some things." And he said, "Yeah, well, I want you to do something for me. I want you to do a loyalty test." And the loyalty test that he tells him that he's okay. I don't want to mess it up. He says, "I want you to do a loyalty test." And the friend says, "Well, what do you want me to do?" And he says, "I don't know. I want you to think of something." So this is a young man in the video talking. He says, "Okay, I'll think of something and I'll hit you back." So he thinks of an idea of purchasing a fake lottery ticket and for him to give to his girlfriend and see how she reacts. And so he does it. He buys a fake lottery ticket to give to her. He buys a real lottery ticket for himself. He buys them dinner. They sit down, chill like it's nothing, scratch off his ticket. His wasn't a winner. She scratches off her ticket. She didn't say anything. He asked her, "Hey, did you win anything? Did you get anything?" "No, I don't think it's a winning ticket," she says. So the two friends come back and have the conversation. He says, "Hey, what happened?" He says, "Hey, man, I saw her take a picture of the ticket and send it to somebody, but she said it wasn't a winner." So now we're up to the part to where the end of part one. Let me see if I can it'll let me like fast forward it.
Well, he found out that she sent the screenshot to her sister.
Yeah, he sends the screenshot. She sent the took a picture of the lottery ticket and sent it to her sister. And he said, "Well, let me see. I'm gonna just let it play real quick. Hold on." As I
guys, Getting
It's about to
good.
get juicy,
Getting
bro.
good.
Y'all can know the direction of this bullshit. Y'all ready? So this was yesterday. I texted him and said, yo, what's good? You all right? He said she just got on the plane to go back to New York. I dropped her off and everything was good. As soon as she got on the plane, she texted me and gave me this bullshit excuse on why she don't think we need to be together anymore. She said no love lost, but she just thinks that we have been together for so long because we were just used to each other, just because it was convenient, you know. Now you can focus on getting in the computer tech field you've been trying to for so long, and I know you're going to do it because you're brilliant. I still love you. I just don't see a future with you anymore.
Wow. That was
She changed her tune really quick, huh? That is wild work. As soon as she thought she came up on a bag, she diggity dipped. She's like, I'm out like a light, brother man. I just think we've grown apart. That whole dude, that is such BS. She really thought she came up on a bag. I love this. Is fantastic, bro. This is great.
she's done all this. She's gonna look and feel like a right twat. Let's carry on.
And I responded and said, damn, bro, regardless of how all this shit went down, I know this shit hurt. I know this wasn't the outcome we was looking for, and I'm sorry it went down like this, but at the end of the day, you dodged a fucking bullet. Regardless of what your finances looked like before, you was way too good for that girl, and you know it. He responds and says, yeah, you're right. I appreciate it, bro. The people stitching your video and your comment section don't think so, though. Laughing. I said, bro, I told you how this was going to go if you let me post it. They only see this as entertainment and content. They only wanted somebody's side to pick. And of course, the women will find a way to take accountability from the girl in the story. LOL. That's why I told you to stay out of the comment section. I'm used to it, but don't let that shit get to you, though. You on your way to being a millionaire by the time you turn 40. Fuck the noise. At the end of the day, you won. He said, you right, fam, real shit. Should I block her and move on already or wait to see her response when she finds out the ticket is not real?
I can't wait.
I want to know. I want to know her response when the ticket's not real. The chat, you should definitely cut and run on this one. But just for some closure, I would stick it through just to see what she said. You know what I mean? Like, why not, bro? Why not? Let the drama ensue. But I will say, dude, you got to be careful with the comment section. Like, at least for me, it took me a while to be numb to the comments. I will say 98% of what you guys say in the comments is overwhelmingly positive. But there's that 2% of haters that just jump in there. Like, I'll post on the communities tab. That like something happened, we had a big milestone, and people be like, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, bro, I just ignore it. What's happening here is that this man wants a way out. The first red flag. What? I love how the women are trying to shame him for this stuff. No, he's doing exactly what he should be doing. He's doing a loyalty test. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking? If there's no need for a loyalty test, he's wasting that lady's time. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Definitely enough time for a loyalty test, and she's failing it so far. She's face planting in this loyalty test. The loyalty test was she stayed with him when he didn't have any money. He just wanted an excuse to leave her for who he thinks he deserves now. What? Dude, this is why I say misery loves company, and women change their environment to fit their mindset. They just want to be around a bunch of
Okay.
Yeah,
So
please.
So that was that. And so basically now she's in New York with her sister and her mom. And so I have now found part 2.
Oh.
So we're about to see what happened when she gets to New York, and at some point finds out that the ticket not real. That the ticket is fake.
Ooh. So
let's go with part 2, and then we'll definitely discuss, because I see some comments about,
I'm missing my popcorn.
But
damn, I should have got my popcorn.
Here we go, y'all.
He said, wait for her response, then block her. Because you know she's going to blame you for testing her in the first place. It's going to be your fault she failed. That's probably going to be her excuse to leave you for having the audacity to test her loyalty. But definitely wait. Don't block her yet. He says, facts. I said, I'm not going to lie. The only thing that sucks about this is that now you have to find a girl that's really down for you, knowing that you're a 6-figure earner. Y'all have had y'all ups and downs about finances over the years, which is what gave you this feeling that she would do something like this. And now she showed you her true colors the first chance she could. So now you're going to have to take a chance with a woman possibly using you for your money, or meet a woman already on your level.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
yeah. Well, I always say when you make money to attract women, that's what they like you for. When you can make a woman fall in love with you for your personality, that's what she likes you for, right? That's why I always say work on your personality first. You can always go to the gym. You can always make more money later on in life. But the older you get, typically women want you to have more money. That's why I say it's best to try to find a woman in your early years. This way, she can actually fall in love with you for who you are and not what you are. Because who you are is better than what you are. And what I mean by that is who you are is mainly like your personality traits, how you make, what your interactions are with her, how you can make her feel. What you are is more of like a profession trait. Like, oh, I'm a skilled tradesman. I do this for a living.
Baby with this hoe. He said that's a fact. And I said he dodged the bullet like Ultra Instinct, hits the gyps or whatever. So the conclusion to this story would obviously be her finding out that the ticket is fake. So clearly we're going to need a part 3. So to sum it all up, she kept her word and hopped on the plane and broke up with him. I mean, as a lot of you women said that she should have done, because why would you test stupid shit? But this conversation between me and him happened yesterday on Tuesday, so she should be finding out this ticket is fake any fucking minute now. I'm hoping she finds out before my video reaches her, because it did get over 1.5 million views.
Yeah,
it's still going up. So I'm hoping she find out on her own and not just see a fucking viral video. I did block the shit out of her, but after 500,000 views on a video, it has legs of its own. It don't even belong to me no more. That's y'all.
That
shit.
is true.
So yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, it's getting good. Part 3 is coming up, but let me know in the comments what you're thinking so far, man.
It's crazy work. I'm actually really glad this dude's exposing this girl, though. I feel like more men should be doing this, because I don't know. I
almost said something.
Guys will be jumping in relationships not really knowing what a woman's really all about, and this is a great way to test her. So this is going to be the new method right here, getting the fake lottery ticket.
So we back in here, part 3 it is. Okay, listen, she found out, but she didn't find out the way that I wanted or I thought she was going to find out.
Okay.
But I'll get to how she found out at the end of the video. So let's get into these screenshots, because she definitely inboxed me. You and your friend is childish. You turning people's lives into content like it's fucking funny. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, it's kind of funny. And nobody knows who you is. I didn't say any names, post any pictures, or call out any cities or states. Only the people that know us personally know who I'm talking about. Shouldn't you be talking to him? Fuck you hitting me up for? I don't care if you kept it discreet. It's still disrespectful and not your business to tell. We were going on 4 years, and he could have just had a conversation with me about how I was feeling, being financially stressed and overwhelmed. He didn't have to play a stupid prank as if I didn't love him or something. I held him down and appreciated him, but any woman making a substitute teacher salary, barely making it with their partner, would have done the same thing if they came across $500,000.
Stop the cap.
Nah, man, there's some good women out there that just wouldn't have done.
No, absolutely not.
No.
There's no way. No, not every woman would do this. Only you, because you're a runner.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
He won't respond to me. I may get tired and fed up. You wouldn't understand, but sometimes a situation can make us realize what they lost and how they fucked up. I think she mean what we lost and how we fucked up. And I said, girl, you only mad because you failed the test. If you would have passed and he would have revealed his new financial status and he would have proposed to you and lived happily ever after, and then you went viral because of that, you would not be saying this private, childish, discreet shit, so hush. And don't worry, half the people that hear the story are on your side, and a lot of people don't even believe the story is real, so relax.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much time you held them down. You didn't hold them down this time, and that's all that matters.
Facts.
Yeah, I know people make mistakes, but if it was me, I still wouldn't take your ass back. You violated trust in a big way and showed your true colors. All honesty, we didn't even expect you to fail the test. We thought it was just going to be a stupid joke that we could have just laughed about and moved on with that. Congratulations. But you made a conscious decision. And how did you find out it wasn't real anyway? I meant to put wasn't. And how did you find out it wasn't real anyway? And she said, boy, fuck you. I'm going to put out my own video and post my side of the story because this is stressful. You don't play with people's emotions like this. And I said, that's so stupid because no one knows who it is. You're going to put yourself on blast for no reason.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I'm pretty sure you'll get a lot of love. They will find a way to turn you into the victim per usual.
Yeah, he ain't wrong. Like I said,
the victim Olympics, bro. All these women want to be the victim. It's easier to play the victim than take accountability for something, you know?
Yes, but listen, I did find out how she found out. So supposedly the shit got so viral that they were talking about the story on somebody's podcast, and her cousin in New York sent it to her along with a couple other people stitching the video, and then she just found my original fucking video, even though I fucking blocked it. So, but I guess they reposted it so many fucking times, and now it's just made another page. But the thing is, I didn't know how viral this shit went. I knew it got over 1.5 million fucking views on my page, but I didn't know it was going to radio stations and podcasts. And
yeah, his one got 1.5, but you,
ladies
did 100 times, it could have got over.
Oh yeah, they can be in the 10 million range when you repost things like that, and especially a story this juicy.
Yes,
well, they got some juice on this story. I like these.
Yeah.
These loyalty tests, that's the way to do it, though. Get the fake scratcher, bro. That's the new method, man. I like that. Method, man.
Different.
People was talking about it on YouTube and Facebook and IG. I didn't know it was doing all that. I don't be on no other social media. I only be on TikTok. This is, if it ain't viral on TikTok, I don't know about it. I swear to God. But anyway, I'm currently texting my boy right now. He's really just like going through the motions, really. I was going to show y'all those text messages, but I don't know. This is getting kind of personal. It's getting kind of deep. Hopefully, I wouldn't bank on it, but if she does decide to do her own stitches and videos and tell her side of the story, then y'all get more content out of it. But unless he wants me to do an update and keep y'all posted and post something else about it, then that's when I'll do it. Other than that, I think I'm gonna stop this shit right here, because this bitch talking about suing and all, and it's going way too far. But
we process the idea of having money we got. If I was the boyfriend, I would be sat there with some popcorn watching.
Yeah, I would love it if I was her man. I'd be loving this.
But right here, I do agree with the part where
that's why I say, dude, you got to get a woman when you're broke. You get a woman when you're broke, and then when you come up on a bag, they're still there with you. Like Cass was with me when I was broke. I didn't have no money. She was making more money than me in the beginning. And then eventually it flipped, thank goodness. But if she's not going to be with you when you're down and out, she's not going to be with you when you're out and up. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm up now. You don't get to be with me now. But that's crazy. I mean, that's what she gets. It's karma, dude. Karma is a dish best served cold.
Okay, so we go stop. Shouts out to Mr. Levi Nix. Appreciate we used his podcast. So shouts out to him. Appreciate the content for real. But so yeah.
But the thing, like you said, a hit dog a holler, because they did not drop any names.
Yeah, right.
So they hadn't said anything. So really, like you said, it shouldn't have gone as far as it went anyway. It shouldn't have even really happened, but it happened. The fact that you knew it was you, because like I said, you was that dog that got hit, so you hollered.
Yeah.
But all this, making your own video and telling your side. What is your side?
What is your side?
What is your side? And who are you gonna? How are you gonna sue? Because there was no name, so there was nothing defaming. Nothing was defamed because they don't know who you are. Like I said, some of this I agree. They don't know who you are from a can of paint. So if you put yourself out there, then that's you.
That's on you.
That's on you, baby. Yep. Yeah, that's completely on you.
On you. So let me see. We got some comments that came in, I think, while it was playing. From my big sister Brenda T. He said, why is he going through all this trouble to prove her loyalty? Maybe she couldn't trust him to be good with her potential gain. From what, to me, just using the context of some of the stuff that he was saying in the text messages, because he made a comment to say, y'all went through y'all's ups and downs, which is why he even thought about doing a loyalty test. It sounds like when their downs had to do with money, because she even mentions about being a substitute teacher and barely making it. Sounds like there was some downs about, and it was around finances. Yeah. And it sounds like she may have done something that made him feel like she possibly would change up, that the money would change her, or that she would only be there with him for the money now that he was making new money, making more money. That's what it sounds like to me. She said maybe she couldn't trust him to be good with her. Well, it's him that's making the new money, making the good money. Oh wait, let me say maybe she couldn't trust him to be good with her potential game.
Yeah, it was him.
Oh, okay, with the lottery ticket. I see what you're saying. I had to get it straight. My bad. I don't know.
But I think they both. I mean, both. I mean, like I said, it's on both, because the fact that she did not even tell him that she won anything off the scratch off. She said she didn't win nothing.
Yeah.
Now this scratch off supposedly had $500,000, $500,000 on this scratch off.
Yeah.
He said he came up 300,000,
right,
for his
new
job,
salary.
Career.
Yeah.
But the scratch off had 500 G's on there.
Right.
She said it was nothing on the scratch off.
Right.
She then proceeds to take a snapshot of it, send it to the sister and say, "Hey, you think this real?"
Yeah.
After the sister said, "Hey, yeah, it's real," then she decides to say, "Hey, I'm finna go and visit my mom and my sister in New York."
Well, no, she said, "I'm finna get the fuck out of here," and he don't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's exactly what she said. Yeah, I'm gonna get the F up out of here, and he don't even know it.
He don't even know it. So
it
she
took
was already planning to leave.
I would say it took that lottery ticket to push you over the edge. See, like I said, it's a lot of missing pieces.
It's a lot. Yeah,
but we do know that money plays a really, really big part, and couldn't neither one of them, at the end of the day, neither one of them could be trusted.
Right.
Now, point taken is that he did, because she said, "Well, I hope you go into the, get what you're looking for, in the career that you deserve, blah, 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 whatever. Well, he did.
It's not you, it's me.
So her wishing him well, that happened. Yeah. He came up. That's why, what I'm saying, that's why they're doing this right here. But again, I still say, I don't know about the lawyers. I don't know about the testing part, because my thing is, like I said, if you had some issues or concerns, that shit should have been squabbled. Y'all should have had a conversation about it. Don't test me.
Yeah.
Don't do that, because like I said, although you might be on the upper, because you said you got a promotion, you got your 300 G's or whatever, because dude was like, well, now you got to find somebody who either going to be on your level.
Yeah.
Or who's not looking, who's genuinely, love you and not your money.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he had that. Who knows? But it looks like neither one of them need to be with each other. Because neither one of them be trusted. Wasn't nobody loyal. Them ain't loyal.
I just think for me, I feel like I don't like the fact that he did the loyalty test. I don't. But in this, I see her as more wrong, because she straight up lied. That damn ticket said 500,000. She said, "Oh no." And she immediately told her sister, "I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here," and he don't even know.
Yeah.
She immediately made plans to leave. So she, substitute teacher, barely making it. You and your dude, y'all paying bills. He making about 50 G's. So y'all, I guess struggling to pay whatever bills you got. Okay, and then you get 500,000 G's. You think you do, and you gone. That's wrong.
And said that the nigga don't even know it.
And I forgot this part for the folks that didn't get a chance to watch the full part one. He told him when he asked her, what did she say about the ticket? And he said, oh, she said it wasn't nothing. He told him, he said, do this. Ask her for some money. Ask her for some extra money and see what she says. And when he asked her for extra money, she said, oh, I need all the extra I have because I'm going to New York to visit my mother.
Yes.
So she's still lying. Talking about, oh, I ain't got no extra. I got to go to New York. She gets to New York. Oh, you know what? It's best that we break up. Blah, 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 blah.
She hadn't even made it to New York. That was on her way to New York. She did.
She about to cash in $500,000. And so I get it that he was wrong for doing the test, but I'm glad he listened to his discernment. He could have did it any other way. He really could have. But this lets you know right there, had he come to her and been with a ring and whatever else he wanted to do to say, baby, guess what? We made it. We moving on up. She would have stayed for the money. She would have stayed. I know she would have. Because in one of the text messages that the guy was showing on the screen, I kind of saw where he was like, you need to call him or whatever. And she said, I have, and he won't answer. He won't answer me. No, he's not gonna answer you because you can't talk your way back into.
But what was you gonna say though?
That part.
Why you do me that? Why you do me? Why you do me that way? Why you, baby? You didn't even have to do that. We could have talked about it. We could have did this. We could have did it.
You could have said, "Oh, baby, guess what?" Now, my other question is, what would his response have been if she had said, "Oh, baby, we won"? He'd be like, "Okay, well, not really, but here's what really happened."
Right, but again, now, but think about it. Mm-hmm. Had he said, babe, well, no, we didn't win. No, you not 500,000, but I did, get a promotion on my job. So X, Y, and Z, yada yada yada.
And I'll be making about 300,000.
Right.
So life's about to change.
We did. So yeah, we did. But see, the fact that he gave it to her, she was selfish about that because it was I.
She was. She
said,
was very selfish.
I won. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to do this. So he was nowhere in the picture for her. Period.
Right. He wasn't in the plans at all.
He was definitely not in her plans. But again, y'all been struggling for 4 years.
4 years.
And you get a lottery ticket for 500 G's and you get the hell on.
You assume. Yeah. And Glenda asked, oh man, that's crazy. Like, how old are they? They sound like they're young. Like I'm listening to this. I'm thinking like 20s because if he's starting out, he was in his intro job for tech, making 50. So that to me sounds like, maybe a couple of years out of college or something. And so now he just got his first big gig in the tech world. So I'm thinking they still in their 20s. And if she's substitute teacher, sound like about the same thing. She's fresh out of
the college
or whatever. And so they're now finally getting their big adult type jobs where they're starting to make money. So
that was the best friend. That was the homie right there. So they look to be maybe in their early 30s.
Yeah.
Late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah. So, and to be honest, around that age, stuff like that happens. Like I can't speak for nobody else, but even at that age, you still, you do stuff. It's kind of petty. You might make some choices that, at the moment, when you think about it, when you had that hindsight 2020 thing, you probably be like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have done that. That was kind of childish. But at that moment is,
He does Dodged the bullet.
He definitely dodged the bullet. And that sister ain't no better. Woo, girl, because she didn't even try to tell her not to do it. Hell yeah, girl, it's real. I'm finna go. He don't even know it. Okay, ain't nobody said.
And like I said, how did she even know it was real? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, she took a screenshot of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you can screenshot me. What? So nobody did any investigation.
Right.
You got it. You saw them dollar signs, and you like.
Well, she assumed it because he bought himself a real one.
Right.
He saw him, so it was just automatically in her mind. Okay, he scratched his off. He didn't win. I got mine. I won. So wasn't even thinking about that. Heather was asking,
both of y'all lost
about each other. What kinds of conversations were they having? How are they acting like this at 4 years? I think they were very serious about each other. Again, this is sounding like some youngsters. If this is 4 years in, they were probably in their early to mid 20s.
Yeah, that's what I say.
As far as dating, as far as kinds of conversations they were having, just from the context of the text messages that the friend was showing, he said they had been having ups and downs the whole 4 years. So, and because she mentions in her text messages about being a substitute teacher and barely making it, it sounded like their conversations were ups and downs about money, about making it, about money. And she said, how they acting like this at 4 years? I mean, that's some of the stuff that happens when you in a relationship, especially if you in it for 4 years. Okay, you gonna figure it out. Because the representatives hang around for a while. Representatives will give you a good year, sometimes a year and a half. After that, you kind of figure out who's really in your corner. And at some point, he did figure out that she was really not in his corner. Otherwise, he would not have had even thought about doing a loyalty test, whether his friend did it or any other thing. And Glenda said the story. Who did I almost marry? The loyalty test. That's
this Tina A. What Tina B at? What
Tina Bridges. It's Tina Bridges thing right here.
Listen.
I need to tag her. Oh, she watching. Tina. We got a new storyline for you for a movie short. And Glenda Pitney.
Yeah, so Glenda gonna play in there. Glenda gotta be in there.
Almost married, the loyalty test. There we go. There we go right there. Brenda T said, if what she did in the past was so egregious, come on, college words, and caused him to be suspicious, then he should have been left her. And I agree. I don't not agree with you on that. But when you're a youngster, sometimes you figure you got to push through. There go that term again, push through. Talked about that earlier. Sometimes it's about proving to other people that you can make it when they told you can't. Or maybe somebody has said to him, man, she not for you. And he felt like he had to prove them wrong. I don't know. But whatever it was, he felt enough negativity from her to think about doing some sort of loyalty test. He didn't even know what he wanted to do. He asked his friend, think of something. And then you tell me. And he did. And it was the lottery.
So do you think it was the friend's fault that they're not together no more?
Nope. Nope.
If he had not followed the directions of the friend with that loyalty test, then maybe they still be together.
Yeah, but would it have been what's the word I want to use? I can't think of it, but like a quality relationship.
Of course not. But but I'm saying is at that point, the measure, the length and the measure that he went through to
Who are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you because I'm just saying that was a measure. So do you include the best friend to say, hey, it's the friend's fault, it's the homie's fault that they're not together because he, he told him to do that? But no, but then you gotta be a man.
He asked him.
He did. He volunteered the man's services.
Yes.
He knew which one to go to, probably too.
Absolutely.
He hit him up. He said, "Yo, you hit me up 3 times. You good? You good?"
And from the way he was talking, the friend was talking, they have had conversations about their relationship this entire 4 years.
Yeah, he said it.
Because why would you would only go to somebody that knows what's going on, to do anything like this anyway. You ain't gonna call somebody that's just like, either a friend but not a friend you've included in on what's been happening, or just an acquaintance.
No,
he called somebody that knew what
happened.
He called the hitman. He got the right one. Glenda said, word, she left him. She bounced that ass on a bounce scratch off. Baby. She did. She did.
My baby say, if I win $5, we going to the 7-Eleven and get 2 hot dogs and 2 big gulps. I got you.
No, that's right, Mr. Johnson. You better. You better take you better.
Hey, that's $2.50 a piece, baby. Look that thing down the middle. But you gotta know who you sleeping with. Are you sleeping with the enemy? And they were together 4 years, so they were together long enough to know. And again, that's why we go back to. That's probably one of the reasons why he did what he did. But why stay so long though? I'm like, Brenda, why stay so long?
I feel like he was trying to prove either to himself and to other people that she was the right one. I think. Right. This is totally.
That happens. It happens.
I'm thinking some folks had said something that, hey, dude, I don't think she the one. I don't think she the right one. And I think he was trying to prove it. And but Glenda said, I would be so damn mad at him if I called him and told him we won and it was a loyalty test. Bruh, stop playing big head. You play too much. Oh, you a wild boy. You an old Marty Mar. LOL. Okay, you making 300,000. I'm staying. LOL. Jokes on you. Mr. Johnson talking about I'm not having the TLA coming for me. Anybody. Okay. Tina Glenda says she down for the movie short. Y'all go make that movie short.
But Glenda, they were actually together when he gave her the scratch off. It wasn't no phone call. That he had brought her flowers.
Yeah.
And got 2 scratch offs. He got himself a real one. He got her a fake one. And he wanted to get her response and her reaction to when they're both scratching off together. And her response and reaction was the test. It was an epic fail.
It was an epic. There go that word, epic.
It was an epic fail.
An epic fail because her immediate response was
expeditiously.
You ain't got the lie, Craig.
You got the lie, Craig.
You ain't got, because we don't know her name. We don't know her name. We don't know his name. And that's the other thing that the friend was saying is she was fussing at him about, you put my business out there. He said, don't nobody know who I was talking about.
Yeah.
And she said, I'm going to tell my side. Well, if you tell your side, then we're going to know who he was talking about. And we're going to know you trifling. But I feel like, of course, we already said he dodged a bullet. But she showed her true colors. And if it didn't happen then, it was going to happen later. Because who's to say if she would have met somebody else that was making even more money than what her dude was making?
And who's to say she wouldn't have started stacking if he'd have told her that she didn't know how long I have to work? How was she gonna was she gonna abuse that?
Possibly.
Because he was about to take care of her.
Yeah, he was about to tell her she ain't got to work no more. Which she may have been like, I'm a still work type person, which I would have. But for
she don't
her,
sound like it though. She don't sound like it.
Well, but I didn't like the fact that she told the friend, how did she put it? She said any substitute teacher person barely making it that came across 500,000 or $500,000 would have done the same thing. I didn't like the fact that she said that.
So that goes to show how young-minded she is.
That's where her mind was.
Yeah.
Oh, anybody would have done it. No, they wouldn't have.
No.
Anybody wouldn't have done that. You can't put that on everybody. She trifling. Her trifling ass.
Solo.
She's solo trifling.
She's solo trifling, baby.
Yeah. She can't bring the rest of womanhood in that with her. That's all on her.
I'm not going. Yeah. I don't want to play. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. I'm not even playing on the same playground she on.
They're okay.
But yeah, that's like I said, I don't feel like I say everybody him testing her loyalty. I
don't think he should have done it.
Yeah. Because like you said, the true colors would have come out.
Yes.
It would have definitely come out. I mean, they came out sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But they came out, or like you said, would they have come out? Now that's the test. Would they have come out? Yes. Her being the way she responded.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely, because she's about the money.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what his point was. Was she really there, with him, or did she love him? Or was it about those funds? And yeah, we see now that it was about those funds.
Those funds.
And not even a we fund. It was a her fund.
Yeah. Because she thought she had it.
Because even after, like I said, he gave her several opportunities to come clean. She lied. So that's what a disloyalty, steps in there, because she lied. The fact she could have said, well, babe, I don't want to, I did this, that, and then it could have been a conversation. But you didn't even tell the man that you had won. So yeah, that part backfired.
It backfired big time. Big, huge backfire.
Yeah.
Epic fail.
Epic fail.
Ooh. It sounds like y'all like this topic. Because we've had a great discussion so far.
Very, very, very great discussion. Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah. We got to talk about this at some point in the den.
So how do you guys, since we're talking about it, how do you all feel about being tested?
Mr. Johnson said, what if she would have said, hell yeah, I won, get the F out? I mean, we don't know whose name that apartment was in, first of all. And the joke would have really been on her, because that ticket is fake and he was the one that was making the big. It sounded like he was the one paying the bills, because she talking about she was barely making it, and he was saying he was making 50 G's a year. So she couldn't say, and she would have been ass out, because she would have cashed that ticket in, and they would have been like, ma'am, somebody played a joke on you. Now you told him to get out. Now what?
So now the bill, everything falls on you, boo boo.
So, okay, she could have done it.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, how do y'all feel about being tested in a relationship?
Yeah,
or loyalty test, or just being tested, period.
Just period.
some of us that's on here, been in long, relationships. Some we got married couples on here. So I don't think it would behoove you. I don't think they would even have an opinion about that. But yeah, I already said my piece. Don't test me.
Don't test me.
Don't
push me over, yeah. I can be as good as them and as bad as. Yeah, don't
test me. You better move over. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do well with tests anymore. I don't even want to go back to school right now.
Opposite. I didn't care for the ones that I was in school.
I don't even want to redo my brain to remember how it is to study for a test. So definitely that if I'm in something and I figure out that you're trying to test me, okay, sir, it's been nice knowing you. We good. I don't need to. I don't I'm just here so I don't get fined. I can't. Kiki, you finding Mr. Johnson for something? He got the log on and be on here for a certain amount of time.
Right. So he won't get fined.
You gotta clock in and clock out. I can't. Oh my God.
Oh my
goodness. Yeah, some of y'all folks on here who still is poetically speaking still on here. Send them in a minute. And Tina B, what y'all think about? We already know what Glenda think. Child. Sheila, what you think? What y'all think about? And I don't know if my cousin Faye is still on here. Adrian. I know Adrian ain't the one to be tested.
Wait. Hold those comments.
I already know Adrian.
Adrian, do not answer.
Don't answer, Adrian.
Do not answer.
Forget I even said that. But seriously, like what? How? Because these folks out here, and age is not even in this. These folks out here are still doing crazy stuff when it comes to relationships. So it's not even about whether you're a certain age, but like if you were meeting someone, getting to know them, and then you figure out that they are doing stuff to test you to see, how you would do with this or that. How would you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel? Like, would you go along with it? Or would you just at that point just cut it off and say, you know what, I'm good. You about that life. Well, okay, big sis, we already know. Okay.
Yeah.
And Mr. Turner already knows.
Yeah.
Don't tell. But you know what? That could also go with friendships. That could go with any relationship. Somebody be trying to test you to see how you respond to this.
Like to say, your loyalty does not, like you're right. Loyalty does not have to be in a
like a marriage type.
Like a marriage. It's any type of relationship.
Any relationship.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that I say that out loud, some few years back, something happened and I was like cool with some folks and then fell out with one of them. And then so it's one of those things where, some other folks fell out with the same person or whatever. And I would hear conversations about, they saying this and this and that. Me personally, I'm like, okay, that ain't my business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And so later on, they make up, which is another reason why I was like, that ain't my business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And it was literally told to me, oh, well, I had said that around you just to see if you would go back and say something. Really? Like, we grown, we adults. Plus, that ain't my business. Why would you trying to? But at the time, I was going through so much other stuff. It didn't even phase me. I was like, okay, whatever. Y'all back cool. Okay, cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
Good for you. I love that for y'all. I'm not. But yeah, how would you feel if it was somebody that you considered a friend and you find out that they're doing stuff, saying stuff just to kind of test you to see how you would react?
That means you don't know me and you were never my friend.
Right.
Because if we were friends, you knew that we wouldn't. We don't even play those type of games.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we don't play. I'm not gonna talk about you, or if I do, it'll be me and you. But I'm not gonna let nobody else talk about you.
Right.
And you won't even have to know that I know that they were talking about you, because I'm gonna straighten that shit then.
Right, nip it in the bud.
So yeah. Don't test my gangster. I get it. I get emotional sometimes, but don't test me. Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to. If you feel that you have to do that, then we're not good.
Mm-mm.
I can't trust you.
Right.
You cannot be trusted.
Right. I agree.
I don't have no squares in my circle, so
I agree 100%. Totally. I definitely agree.
Do you have some would you rathers?
I thought about that for a second.
We got 3 minutes.
We got a few minutes.
Wow, we did them 2 hours, didn't we?
We did.
The first part of them were emotional, so yeah, but them don't even count because I don't even remember them.
We did indeed. We did that real quick.
Y'all can if you just now tuning in to the ladies, then we started off, speaking on mental health and just being aware of your people and just making sure you check on your folk. And we went from that to being loyal and taken loyalty tests, which can mess with your mental.
Yes. Definitely.
So yeah, it connected, it was all there.
It was all there. And we talked briefly about being the kind of person that feels like you have to push through about stuff. My personal information that I was talking about was being in pain and pushing through, because what we talked about during the mental health check-in part was it's okay to not be okay. You don't have to always just push through and try to fix it. Like if you got somebody that is there to help you, or something that's there to help you, it's okay to accept help. You can do that. You can definitely do that. Okay, I gotta we've done these before, but I mean, you want to do them again since we kind of have a
new guests. I was there. We got a few new guests that checked in with us.
So for those that don't know, this part of the show that we normally do towards the end is called Would You Rather? And this is something that Bayou Diva pulled in. It's like the comedic relief part of the show. They do it on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And so, but this is a game that a lot of people play because you can literally type in to your search bar, would you rather? And stuff pops up. And it's actually a game. And they have it for kids, for teens, for adults, spicy ones for adults, and things of that nature. So, what the heck?
You look, while you looking, I'm gonna put this one out here. Somebody said, would you rather have weekly date night or annual vacation?
Oh,
That's a good one, huh?
that is a good one.
Weekly date nights or annual vacation?
I would say weekly date nights because my love language is quality time and lots of quality time.
Yeah.
So I would go for weekly date nights versus just waiting until one time during the year to have a vacation.
I still want that vacation though. But it's just,
I mean, of course.
I'm being facetious. But yeah, like you say, if it had to choose, it would definitely be weekly date nights.
Yeah. I would go with the weekly date nights. Okay, so here's the first one, and you'll remember all of these, just Kiki. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Just And Brenda said weekly date nights. Yes.
Yes.
That's coming from someone who has been married over 20 years.
Yes.
Yes. So I agree. You said now, what did you say, Nisa?
Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Just 10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes.
Because who's to say we don't even have 150 years left.
So you just want to see what's going to happen 10 minutes from now.
Yeah, I mean, you said versus 150 years? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, Brenda T said 10 minutes into the future. Anybody else?
Yeah, I say 10 minutes into the future. What you say?
Right about now, probably just 10 minutes. Because I don't want to see, I don't even want to see the way we going right now. I don't want to see 150 years in the future. It's scary.
Seeing 100, but again, we won't even be in that. So that would mess up our mental.
It would.
Seeing what would be going on in 150 years is something that we don't even have to worry about because we won't even be there.
Because then we'll be trying to think, oh, what the heck is going to happen that's going to make that
right. Yeah.
I don't want to know. Okay, so the next one is, would you rather have, Mr. Johnson said, what the hell 10 minutes going to show you? It's going to show you what's going to happen 10 minutes from now, sir, is what it's going to show you. Okay. You're about to get fined for me, sir. You're about to get fined.
Oh!
You owe me a glass anyway, sir.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't get my glass from Dollar Tree, so don't even try to go there.
Uh-oh.
Anyway. It's the trauma doll talking. Don't mind me. So the next one is, would you rather have telekinesis, which is the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds?
That's a good one.
What y'all think?
That's a good one too.
What y'all think? Big sis, you still out there?
Telekinesis.
We got still watching. Glenda said
150. I have seen if everyone is good. I may need the company.
You're not coming back.
We're not talking to Glenda.
Glenda, you're not coming back, ma'am. He talking about Amazon coming your way. You pick. Sure. You not coming back, ma'am. And then Glenda, would you rather be able to move stuff with your mind, or would you be able to read minds? Anybody? I would want to be able to move stuff with my mind. Maybe I would be Samantha from Bewitched. So quick. Folks be getting hit upside the head so fast with stuff. And I just be sitting back like, I don't understand what's going on. Matter of fact, you know what? Well, let me see if I can find. I'm gonna find that clip.
Brenda said, Big Sis say move things.
Move things, yes.
Yeah.
I would want to be able to move stuff for real, for real.
Ooh.
Linda said the same thing. Move something.
Move.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do these last two, and then we go because we at 6 minutes past.
Okay.
Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? And does everybody know who Captain Marvel is?
I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
Does everybody know? Anybody?
You said, would you want to team up with? I'm teaming up with Wonder Woman.
Which one would you want to team up with? Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
I'm teaming up with Wonder Woman. Glenda say if she read minds, she would be overstimulated.
Yeah, that's true. Now that's true. That is true. You would have to know how to filter, because you would be getting everybody's thoughts all at once.
Yep. Why are you frozen?
Okay, so who would you rather team up with? You said Wonder Woman. Anybody
Linda
else want to answer?
Wonder Woman. Why is your face frozen?
Oh, because my computer is frozen. I'm glad I wasn't making too crazy of a face. I'm looking at it. I see it. It's frozen.
Okay.
So I would say Captain Marvel, because she's Captain Marvel is a she. She she's very strong, and she has energy manipulation abilities. So you'd have to go and y'all can Google her. Just Google her and see who she is. But I like Wonder Woman. Don't get me wrong. She's good and cling, and she's an Amazon, all of that. But Captain Marvel is a little bit stronger than she is, I think. Well, they probably would go toe to toe, but I like Captain Marvel's powers a little better. So the last one is gonna be: would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
Well, we sing to every damn song anyway, so so that's a given.
I think I know what Glenda would say, because baby,
I think I know. She probably thought I would have said dance, but yeah, we're gonna sing.
I would go with sing. I know Glenda gonna say that. If she don't say dance, I'm gonna be real shocked, because she gave us a nice little sample on that Soul Train line.
She did. And did.
I was like, you better show out for the people. And anybody else? Bueller. Bueller. Bueller.
Really, Nisa?
That's it. And nobody had no more. Oh, I'm gonna do this last one because it kind of ties in with the loyalty test. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Oh, wow. Touche. Oh, wow.
Oh, Glenda said sing because my knees are shot. Y'all are my tribe because I have not danced in so long. I love y'all. Y'all gave me that energy. Aw. I just knew you were going to pick dance because, baby, you gave it to the people in that Soul Train line.
One more time, Nisa. Read it one more time.
Okay, this is the last would you rather question. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? Now, we don't know when next year, but it will be next year. What you think? What you reckon?
My true love is my lottery. So if I find true love, which I believe that I have, I have won the lottery.
Oh. Okay. Okay, then. All right.
You're supposed to. Oh, man.
All right, then.
That's just my opinion.
She say.
Run it back one more time.
She said she has found her true love, hunty. All right. Okay.
Mr. Johnson say, if you win the lottery, you're miserable as hell by yourself.
I don't know now. I don't know. Oh. He said, I found true love as well, baby. Let's go.
I'm too dark to be blushing. Stop. I can't blush. Stop.
Yay. Look at here. Oh my God. Honestly, my answer to that question would be let's see, right about now. To be honest, right about now, I can honestly say I would choose finding a true love today. I can honestly say that. Straight up, no chaser.
Wow. Okay.
Because I mean, the way my life is going right now, as far as like business and whatnot, I'm cool. Like, I don't even need a whole bunch of money, a whole bunch of extra taxes, a whole bunch of extra financial responsibility. Then you'd get in the mindset of, oh, I got all this money. Can I trust people? You know, can I trust my financial? Like, it's a whole nother thing that goes into having a whole bunch of money. And I don't even, I'm good with the little bit I got. And I thank God for it. I'm very thankful. And we're going to keep it at that. But if I found a true love type person, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And nobody that's going to try to test me. Okay? Try to test me. But anyway,
for tuning in.
everyone. Yes, for coming through and hanging out with us today in the den. Oh my God, this was a good
phenomenal
therapeutic show.
Yeah.
This was real therapeutic from the beginning. From push of the button. Very therapeutic, very uplifting, very motivating, and we appreciate everybody that came through today. And make sure you go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to that, please and thank you, so we can start doing a little bit more things over there on that side. But we thank you for definitely liking our Facebook page. You can also find us on Instagram, The Ladies Den 2023. Over there, you'll find different shorts, normally from the show, some that we share from other places that have to do with stuff that we have discussed and will discuss in the Ladies Den. If you want to be interviewed or just be a guest in the den at any given time, we have brought people in during the show. Mid-show. But if you have any topics you want to discuss, if you have any events that you have coming up that you want to come on here and talk to our den dwellers about, feel free to email us at theladiesden23@gmail.com. If you want to advertise with us, hit us up at theladiesden23@gmail.com, and we'll send you all the necessary documentation to get that set up. We do have advertising on the show during the show, so we're definitely here for you if you want to put your stuff out there to social media. And yeah, we're here every Thursday live streaming. You find us in the den, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't have anything coming up that I'm going to be participating in. Well, I did for a second, but we have there's a veteran show, fashion show that's coming up. It's an annual thing. It's going to be on June 14th. I was originally supposed to be in that, but I can't be in that no more. And we'll share the flyer for that on the Ladies Den pages. What else? That's about it. All I have coming up. What you got coming up, Kiki?
Well, shouts out to the ladies of EDOF, the Elite Dolls of Faith. I am being honored in an all-white coronation and award ceremony on July the 25th.
Okay.
I am ecstatic. I am like over the moon, just happy. I don't know what don't know what I did to deserve it. She said I am being awarded the Anointed Intercessor Award.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hey. So we'll find out what that is for on July the 25th. But we'll also drop the link in the comments. So I would love to have you all come out and support me in this honor. I feel very, very honored. So big shouts out to Cindy Dollface. Well, Cindy, what is Cindy's?
I think she's Dollface.
She's Dollface. Dollface. So Cindy Dolph, and the women of the Elite Dolls of Faith. I really and truly do appreciate you guys. And that's another thing, when you're out here in these streets, always make sure that you're walking the straight and narrow, because you never know who's watching. Had no idea, again, like I said, until I received the email stating that I had been honored. And so, yeah, July the 25th is the ceremony, and I'm looking forward to it. And it's an all-white event, you guys. All white. Oh, look at Friday, July 25th at 8 p.m. at Jazzy J's Event Center, and that's at 5134 Old National Highway. That's where we just had our epic 13th annual fashion show, TLA's fashion show, and it was an epic event. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the ticket. I think the link is at the bottom of this. No? Oh, there's the link. Yeah, the link. So you can go to my page and and grab the link from there. But yeah, that's right now. That's as of right now. Well, I don't know if we want to put October out there, but I'm actually being honored in October with the FATS awards.
Okay.
God, I mean, he doing his big thing, baby. Whatever he has in store for me, whatever he has for me to do, I will continue to do that. I will continue to be here for the people. I will continue to be myself, and that's all I can do. That's all I can be, and it seems like it's working for me. So yeah,
that's all you can be is yourself, honey.
And it's working for me. Me being me is working. So
me fi me. That's what you want to be. Me fi me. Hey,
yeah.
I'm with that. I'm all for that. Okay.
Thank you all for tuning in. It was an amazing show. Yes. And we will catch you guys on next Thursday.
We'll see what we're talking about. Y'all make sure you stay tuned to the page to see what the topic is. And one thing I did want to say before we get up out of here, if you think of any topics that you want to discuss or that you want us to discuss, hit us up at the ladiesden23@gmail.com. If you want to be the person to discuss it with us in the den, we will definitely we'll send you the link and bring you in, and we can all be on the show together. So we always welcome, because we are raw and uncut. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that part. Anyway, thank you for chilling with us in the den. We'll see y'all later. Okay, bye.
Oh, bye.
Lady K, are you ready? I know she's ready.
Hey, thank you for joining us in the den. You can find us here live streaming every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you next week.
It's Lady K, Kiki too, plus the Bayou Diva. You know how they do. From breaking news to favorite foods, she was popping in the city. Hot topics too. Advice for your issues if you need to grab a tissue. Just wait till a break. They may say something that'll fit you. Amazing guests live on set. You can laugh to your heart's content. They appreciate the love because it's truly a blessing. My name's Saga Boss and I approve this message.
Ain't no room for hating. Enjoy the entertainment. You are locked in to the ladies' den. So there's no confusion. They love what they do. You are locked in to the ladies' den.
The Ladies' Den, Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell them Saga sent you.